Hello. I can't work the timer out on the phone. Right, okay. Here we go. My name's Rob. I'm 47. I'm based in Birmingham in the UK. This is Betty, who's my best friend. Little lifesaver for me. Didn't expect that, sorry. So, I want to talk about BPD or E.U.B.P.D, which is something I've been diagnosed with. It's not something, well, it's something I've heard of before. I've heard of borderline personality disorder, but I've always thought it's the craziest, you know. I thought it sounds terrible, borderline personality disorder, emotionally unstable. So I could have done with a video like this explaining to me and explaining to my ex-partner, unfortunately now, and even trying to get my family to watch it, because I think it's one of those things where don't talk about it, it's not there. But it's not like that anymore. I have to talk about things. I've got to talk about things to get them off my chest. You'll say a lot. Sorry. As Judge Judy would say, is not an answer. So the first thing, there's 9 traits to borderline personality disorder, and if you have 5 of them, you're classed as borderline personality disorder. I've had to actually print them out, because I can't memorise this. I don't know about you, but with my mental health, it makes my memory so bad, and you know, people don't understand that either. So fear of abandonment is the first one, and that's the big one. That's the one that has destroyed my relationships, because I get so worried that that person's going to leave me, and I become so how can we say it? Maybe obsessed with my partner or my ex-partner. You know, I put her on the pedestal. She was, you know, she was the best thing that I've ever had in my life, and I'd have done anything for her, you know, to a ridiculous level. You know, I try and please her all the time. I'd rather her be happy than me be happy. I live on my own, apart from obviously my dog. When I'm with people, I'm very, especially partners, I'm very clingy. And it depends on how my mood drops. It can change in half an hour. I can be happy as anything. 15 minutes later, I'm causing an argument. I'm getting worried, I'm frightened. The anxiety starts building up again in my stomach. I don't know what to do with it. You know, I don't know how to vent that. I think it affects, the main thing it affects obviously is relationships. So if your partner does have BPD, what I'd suggest you do is try and sit down with your partner, or sit down with your mum and dad, sit down with your family, and maybe even watch this. You know, no, I didn't have anybody to explain it to me. I had a doctor or a psychiatrist, but I haven't gone through it. You know, they're book smart, they're not street smart. You know, they can give me as many breathing techniques as they want, but that's not going to stop my fear. Another thing that's linked into it is body image. I have suffered from bulimia since I was 15. I was overweight, somebody made a joke, everybody laughed. I saw a program on TV about it, about how models do it. I didn't have a girlfriend then, all my friends did. And I went down the bulimia route to lose weight. But I could talk about that another time. Self-harm, suicidal thoughts, another trait of BPD. You know, I'm not embarrassed of this. I took an overdose 2 years ago because I'd had an argument with my partner. We'd finished. Things weren't going well in my life anyway, and I didn't want to be here. You know, I couldn't care less. I always said to myself through my life, I never want to get to that level, because I know if I get to that level, then, you know, it's hitting the pinnacle. So I explored the suicide route, which, thank God, I'm still here. Also, I think, no, I've never told anyone this. Never told anyone this at all. So I'm telling you. So I'm just imagining I'm just talking to my camera and not anybody. Well, no, people might not be listening anyway. I used to self-harm when I was younger, and I always used to do it. It was always Christmas time. It was always November, December time when my anxiety would get worse and worse. And I used to do it with baubles off of a Christmas tree. So really sharp, and you always get them to smash. I used to just sit there in my room, just cutting my arm, cutting both arms, just to release a bit of the anxiety, and release a bit of feel pain to take away the pain from something else. So you're distracting yourself, and it's not a good route to go down. Emotional swings, yes, massive emotional swings. And if you've got BPD, you'll find that, you know, you'll be arguing with your partner, with your family. You don't mean it. We don't mean what we say. I swear to God. And I apologise to a particular person that I was like that with. You know, it's horrible. I think back now and think of some of the things that I've said to people and how I've said them. Very verbally abusive, not physically abusive, verbally abusive. And then afterwards, within 5 minutes, I'll expect then my partner to be okay because I've suddenly been okay. But I've upset them deeply, and it chipped away at my relationship, you know, and if she didn't reply to my email or to my WhatsApp within, you know, 10 seconds, heart was going, anxiety was going, stress was going. And I'd be sitting there waiting for her to message me, getting more and more anxious. And I think I've done this so many times with my partner that I think in the end I sort, I blew it anyway. Chronic feelings of emptiness. Emptiness and loneliness are horrible. They are so frightening. I don't have any friends. It's my own fault. I have one member of my family, which is my sister, left, that will talk to me, speak to me. Everybody else has basically just disowned me. You know, and I can't blame them. You know, you look at all these different traits, and you look at all these behaviours. You know, how can you expect people to keep on forgiving you and forgiving you? Explosive anger, yes. I let it bottle up inside of me, but sometimes, bang, I'm like that. My anger will just flip. Not violent, verbal, expressive. You know, you put them all together. You know, this is BPD. This is borderline personality disorder. The other one is how much time we spend feeling angry about ourselves. Now, I've been talking to you now, and I'm explaining to you about my life and how I've been, and I'm really angry with myself. I can't help it. I'm such an idiot. But I know that I've got BPD, and that there are ways out there to overcome it. You know, which we can talk about. If you want to talk about, I mean, I don't know how many men would be watching this, or if men want to watch something like this. I'm not afraid to tell you how I feel. I'm not afraid to try anything to get myself better. I just want to get better, and knowing how it makes me feel and what it does to my life and my relationships at my age now, I'd rather, if you know, you're in your 20s, if you're in your 30s, you know, you've got to sit down. That's what we need to do, is sit down. We can't expect people to ask us. We need to sit down and talk. I know it's horrible for some families. I know a lot of us don't admit it. I mean, but you need to. You have to. It's got to be done. I want to learn off you. If you've got any ideas on how you deal with BPD, let me know in the comments box. I've never ever done a video before in my life. Never. It's the first one I've ever done. And I'm worried what this is going to be like. That's BPD. We do love you. We just find it difficult to live a normal life, whatever normal is. So please talk. And talk to me. Let's all talk to each other. Yeah, I'm not a celebrity. You know, I'm not mental health week, or you know, you celebrities coming and saying how you know, talk about it. You know, you don't have to be a celebrity to tell people, or to ask people, or to show how you feel. Yeah, we've all got feelings, and I express mine a lot. Unfortunately, I want to know how to deal with it just as much as you. So, that's it, I suppose, for my first video. You know, I just want to get a starting point, talk about it from there. Talk about anything. It doesn't have to be BPD. If you're worried about anything, you know, if you've got a good idea for dealing with anxiety, if you've got you know, any tips for anybody else or for me. And I'm going to say goodbye now because I'm waffling on, which you'll find I do a hell of a lot of. I'm not doing this for anything but helping me, you, your family. I'm not doing this for money. I'm not doing this for endorsements at all. Paul Smith, extra large. So, yeah, just let me know what you think. Sorry about the ums, the ahs, the scratches. I'm actually really nervous, and I hope this helps. And you know who I'm speaking to when I'm talking about apologising for how I would act and talk and behave. Okay? Have a fantastic weekend. So goodbye from myself and Betty, who's fast asleep. Okay? Thank you.